Federal prosecutors will not bring charges against a New York City police officer involved in the 2014 death of Eric Garner. Garner died after being placed in a chokehold by Officer Daniel Pantaleo. He was trying to arrest Garner for selling untaxed cigarettes outside a Staten Island convenience store. The incident was captured on cell phone video where Garner can be heard telling officers, quote, "I can't breathe." U.S. Attorney General William Barr made the final decision, and it comes one day before the 5-year anniversary of Garner's death, when the statute of limitations was set to expire. Earlier, federal prosecutors explained their decision.
When we evaluated Officer Pantaleo's actions in light of his training and experience, Mr. Garner's size, weight, and actions to resist arrest, and the duration and escalating nature of the interaction, we determined that was insufficient evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Pantaleo acted in willful violation of federal law. As a result, we concluded there is insufficient evidence to bring a federal criminal charge against Officer Pantaleo for his role in the untimely death of Mr. Garner.
Well, Garner's mother and daughter expressed outrage over the announcement.
They were telling us that the statute of limitations run out tomorrow. But as I know the law book, there's no statute of limitations for murder. There will be justice, and we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to keep fighting. We're not going away, so you can forget that. You think it's swept under the rug? No, it's not going to be swept under the rug, because I'm out here, you all know my face, and you're going to see it even more now. Because this is an outrage, an insult to injury. You killed my son, and you won't get away with it.
We call the Department of Justice. They didn't do their job. So no, I'm gonna stand outside and I'm gonna scream it. Pantaleo needs to be fired. He needs to be fired. There is no waiting. There is no nothing. The statute of limitation ends tomorrow. Eric died 7/17/14. We're 7/16/19. 5 years later and there's still no justice.
The city medical examiner's office ruled the death a homicide in the days after the incident and testified that Pantaleo's alleged chokehold caused an asthma attack and was a contributing factor in Garner's death. Pantaleo denies that he used a chokehold. A Staten Island grand jury declined to indict NYPD officer Daniel Pantaleo on any state criminal charges 4 months after Garner's death. The NYPD brought Pantaleo up on departmental charges earlier this year. An administrative judge has not ruled whether the officer violated policy. He could face dismissal, but Police Commissioner James O'Neill has the final say. Garner's death sparked mass protests in New York City and across the country over police use of force on unarmed black men. Garner's last words, "I can't breathe," became a battle cry for activists.